So I know many of you may not enjoy these kind of videos, but for me, the older I get, I love looking back at our history and just remembering. And also just remembering the brevity of life, looking at these videos and seeing it. Most of these people are now gone, you know? So I find it interesting. Check it out. Hopefully you enjoy it too. So as I'm watching this, you see the people here. Now, this is supposed to be New York. What's amazing is just looking at the clothes. I'm amazed at the style of the clothes, the the circumstances. I don't know about you guys, but I love these old videos. Look at how people dressed back in those days. You know, they dressed to the nines. Even the animals. The animals look different back then than they do now. What blows my mind is the amount of people that you see on the street. You know what I mean? You don't see a lot of people on the street like that anymore. I love the old cars. I think what I enjoy the most is watching the kids play. I mean, man, I wish we could get back to this in this country. You know, we have been inundated with technology and video games and cell phones and tablets, and the kids don't do like this anymore. I mean, look at these kids just out there playing with their friends with toy cap guns. I mean, they were creative, coming up with different ways to have fun. You know what I'm saying? I'm just blown away by how many kids are on the street. I remember when I was growing up, hanging out and playing with my buddies and stuff. I mean, there'd be a handful of us, 6 or 7 of us running around. We didn't think about, we were trying to find ways to make life fun. You know what I'm saying? Just like these kids are. And what's so sad, if this is in the 1940s, a lot of these kids in the video are gone, are dead and gone now. Especially you look at the older people, you figure 1940, that was about 80, 85 years ago. So most of these people, like these kids right here in this shot, um, probably the majority of them have since passed on. It's like the Bible says, life is but a vapor. We're here but a moment and then we're gone, right? I don't know what they're throwing. Maybe they're throwing coins or money. Man, look at those masks. And you can definitely tell just by looking at the people. New York, there is definitely a lot of immigrants. You know how they talk about how a lot of immigrants came in through New York. Kids just look so happy, not a care in the world. The Bible talks about how there's nothing new under the sun. And just watching these people, they are no different than you and me. They had the same hopes and dreams. And what is this kid doing right here to this girl? And see right there, even, I don't know if she's white or Italian, whatever country she's from, but there's no racism. Black kids tapping on the white kid, they're playing. What's crazy is kids don't see race. Racism is taught. Yeah, I like how he checked out that lady right there. This just seems like a better time. Yeah, there probably wasn't a lot of money. We didn't have all the technology and all the stuff that we have now, but in all honesty, this was probably a simpler time. Like I said, I grew up in 1965. Grew up between the nine. So for me, I grew up in 1965. To like the 80s. You know what I mean? So we played outside. We jumped off garages. We made little stupid go karts. We found things to make it fun. You know what I'm saying? Those days are gone. Like, look at this kid right here, right on the back of that car. Look at the clothes. Man, I don't know about you guys, but if you don't enjoy these kind of videos, learn to appreciate them. You know, I love looking at the kids. So precious. Not a care in the world. Now, some of these people, if they're still alive, they'd probably be in their late 80s or early 90s. Because you figure it didn't say when the video was made, it just said it was 1940s footage that he had colorized to add color to it. And just think back in the 1940s, kids worked. You know, there weren't a lot of labor laws and things. I don't know if the labor laws were in effect by this time, but um, they're just precious. All these souls that are probably long gone had hopes and dreams, wanted to be married, wanted to be successful, and now the majority of them are all gone. I hate to sound morbid, but it's just interesting to me. Check this kid out. He's just like any other kid you see today. You gotta love it, y'all. Gotta love it. You go, boy. And you can tell the camera technology is something they haven't seen. Look how they're acting in front of the camera. They know what it is. They all want to get in the camera. I would love to know who these people are, kind of lives they lived, their families. Because even if you just guess that this is 1945, let's say, most of these kids right now are probably in their 90s if they're still alive. It's just crazy. Oh, New York. Well, I saw this video pop up on my feed and I said, I got to do a reaction video to this because for me, I don't know if you guys appreciate these movies like I do, but I do. I remember when I was growing up, I hated history or anything to do with history. For some reason, when I watch videos like this, I look at this snapshot of time and I think about these people who the majority of them are gone. They're dead and buried now. They had all these dreams and hopes and now they're gone. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so important. Life is but a vapor. We are here just that quick and we're gone. The most important thing is that relationship with Jesus Christ because you don't get to come back here and get it right. This is where you get it right. You know what I'm saying? This is your dress rehearsal, so to speak. So, again, use this just as a reminder that all those little souls you saw running around in that video, they are with the Father. You know what I mean? They're the majority of them, probably the majority of the people in that video are now no longer with us. So recognize the brevity of your life and use it to pour into other people's lives. And also if you've never done so, give your life to Christ. I love you guys. Also make sure you like this channel if you haven't already done so and subscribe to the channel. And I'll check you on the next one later.